Chronological Bible in a Year, day 305. The triumphal entry, cleansing the temple, cursing a fig tree, arguing with Pharisees. There is so much going on in today's reading. I hope you're reading along. But let's focus today on Jesus' rebuke of the Pharisees and ask if we need to maybe take it more seriously ourselves. The Pharisees are questioning Jesus' authority, and he answers their question with a question by saying, "By whose authority did John the Baptist baptize? By God or by man?" And Jesus knew they would not answer the question, for if they gave their honest opinion, the people would rebel, and if they gave a lie, then they would know they're lying. And so they simply say, "We don't know," to which Jesus responds, "Neither am I telling you by what authority I do these things." And then he gives two parables. The first is of a father with two sons. The father tells one son, "Hey, go work in the vineyard." And the son's like, I'd rather not. But then the son, he goes and works anyways. The second son, he says, "Hey, go work in the vineyard." And the son says, "Okay," but then he does not go and work. To which Jesus asks them, which of the two did the will of the Father? And clearly it was the first, the one who said he would not go but went, not the one who said he'd go and did not. The will is the action, not the claim. But then he gives the second parable, this landowner who plants a vineyard and a watchtower and a press, and he hires people to tend for it. But then as he seeks what is his, they continually kill those he sends, until finally he sends his son, who they too kill. Yet Jesus asks them, "What will the vinegrower do to these people?" And they respond, "He'll bring those wretches to a wretched end and lease the vineyard to other vinegrowers who will pay him for the fruit in the proper seasons." And they realize, oh wait, we were that first group. We were the people not doing the will of the Father. We were the people killing those that the Father sent. Now, they don't agree with what Jesus is telling them, but they understand what Jesus is telling them. As the modern church, how are we stewarding the truth God has given us? Are we worshiping God in deed or merely in speech? And what does that look like? What do we as the modern church need to do to be proper stewards of the vineyard? But rather than point the finger at others, how about we take time today to look at ourselves and say, "God, what have I said I'll do that I'm not doing? God, how can I obey your will even when I would rather not? God, how can I make the fruit that you have called me to make and return it to you as one simply managing that which is not mine?" Let's share some ideas. Let's partner together in advancing the gospel as a church. I'm looking forward to jumping back to Luke tomorrow, but until then, God bless.